Okay. I'm gonna let a couple more people join, and then I'll speak on the situation. What's up? Damn. Everybody's trying to see what happened. Okay. This is sad that I really have to speak on this, but this is gonna be really bad, but nah, I'm here to follow your talent. I appreciate it. Everybody's following me right now because of Songod situation. 3, this is not the time to bark at me. Thank you. Alright, so I'm gonna start by going back. I originally was working with songod, right, as like to help with the brand, like Immortal Chapters, but I do not associate with him anymore. Here's why. Me and him. 3. Sorry, my dog is not trying to have it today. 3. Go relax.
Hey yo, go relax. Go relax. You know why you're in there.
Alright, so basically,
Relax.
when I was associated with songod, right?
Fuck that songod.
When I was associated with songod, right, I thought he was going around like treating me like I was his, daughter, right? Because that's normally what people do. But what happened was he started to get upset that I was out more and that I was doing things that I needed to do for my own personal brand, and it was getting too much. Then one day, like, it got to the point where he told me that, like, I can't be out here with him anymore, like, I can't work with him, he doesn't want anything to do with me, and stuff like that. And then he went off, basically, and I have the screenshots that I'm gonna prove, but, like, after I say this, I don't want anybody to think I'm a victim or anything, but basically, I don't really know how to say this, like, properly, because my heart is, like, a little shaky right now. I'm a little shaken about the situation at hand. So I was working with him, and he was getting very aggressive and started yelling and stuff like that. So I went back to the house to go talk things over because my stuff was there at the moment. And I did have a lot of my belongings over there for the time being. Sorry, this is well needed. Alright, so basically, yeah, I did just do that. Hold up, give me one. Alright, let me get back to this story. I'm so sorry. So yeah, I was working with songod, and because I started working with other people, he started to get very aggressive and started to get very agitated that I was working with other people, and started to have these little times where he would just start going off, and he was like, listen, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do that. Why don't you want to work with me? Why don't you want to work with Immortal Chapters? Because I didn't want to be signed as an artist under Immortal Chapters. I didn't want to be represented by Immortal Chapters because I had a lot of input and a lot of say-so. I saw how a lot of his business was working, so I did not work with him. Yeah, I learned that the hard way, that I had to be careful with who I work with. So when I went over there that day, he got really aggressive with me. And I was like, listen, I'm going to leave. I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Like, I cannot associate with you. I cannot put my foot forward. I can't represent your brand or anything of that nature because the way that you're acting towards me is not professional. I cannot work with someone like that. And I fear for my safety, right? After I said that, he basically threw a whole temper tantrum. And he started throwing stuff. He started standing away of my stuff. He started standing in the way of the door. He started yelling at me. And I couldn't handle it. Then he just started to go off. And he was like, listen, Drew, you can't leave me because I'm in love with you. And I'm like, did you just say you're in love with me? And I'm like, and people really think that I'm joking about this. I'm not joking about this. Like, it's really scary. And I feared for my safety, so I had to leave. And he told me, like, listen, if you leave, I'm going to follow you. You're not going to do this. Yes, remind you, I am 20 years old. I'm about to turn 21, and he is a 47-year-old man. Okay? Just to clear that up. Okay. That's not okay, like, at all, in any way, shape, or form. That would never work, and I don't know why he would even put that forward. But he told me that he was in love with me, and he tried to he's basically trying to buy my affection. He was buying a bunch of stuff for me, and I didn't appreciate, like, I just was not okay for that. And I didn't speak about it. Yeah, the subway guy. So I didn't speak about it at the time because, you know, I am a model. I had to keep moving on with my brand. It wasn't something that I wanted to speak about. It is something for my personal life. I do have very big fears of, you know, rapists, being inside those situations, especially with my job. So, like, I really do fear for that, you know. He is not related to me in any way, shape, or form. I am not related to him. I don't have anything. I was just one of his business partners, but he told everybody about me as if I was his sister or as if I was related to him, and I'm not related to him at all. I wasn't his model. No, I was not. Or somebody that watched after you. Basically, I had some situations where I got caught up, you know, and he offered to give me a place to stay for a little bit, and that's how I associated with him. And I didn't think that it was going to get that far until, like, he started to get very aggressive, and it was really scary for me. It didn't get that bad until, like, I went to go get my stuff. And when I get to...
Fuck that shit, because that nigga was doing drugs. That nigga was doing water. That nigga started smoking dust and lost his fucking being. Fuck that shit. There you go.
Okay.
Sorry about that. My phone died. I can't do my own.
So...
That nigga's a fucking bolo. Mrs. Osborne. The Rocky Mountain.
That was Osborne, by the way. Y'all asking some stupid questions. Word. So, let's just put the story... I'm gonna put the story short and simple, right? Songod is the owner of Immortal Chapters. Immortal Chapters was a business that I was currently working with, right? I was working with him on the business end, right? I was helping him with his social media page. I was helping him with his brand. I was helping him with all of that. And he started to like me more than anything else. And remind you, I'm 20 years old. I'm very young, and he is 47. And I told him, like, that was not okay. Like, in any shape or way or form, do I not feel the same way for you? And I will post the screenshots. I think I actually can post it from here. Can I post them from here? I think this is it. So yeah, this is a screenshot from him from when it was happening. And basically he said that he fell in love with me. I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm not really okay at the moment. So Oz, you gonna join? Oz is gonna join.
So my fucking phone died. My shit acting like a bozo. They probably won't hear me, so fuck it. I just want to be here. Yeah, man, that shit was crazy to me. Too much.
Go to the cops with this. It'll help you build a case against him. I'm glad I got out of. Okay, so basically I had to leave. Ended up. Thank you. Sorry. I didn't want it to go out. Sorry. That's Oz, by the way. Oz is my bro, and he helped me get out of the situation. He had came with me to Songod's house. He came with me to Songod's house, and he helped me get all of my stuff out safely. But when I got there, he started to act crazy again, and it's really like scary that this happened, that I'm seeing all this stuff now, because if I did stay with him or stayed inside that situation any little longer, I really would have been raped, and that really scares the fuck out of me.
This shit is not cool, man.
It makes me more aware of like who I work with from now on. Now I'm very picky with who I work with, and yes, that was he's inside the next room. Oz is in the next room. He then came out here, grabbed the butt, and came out. But Oz is my bro, and Oz helped me get out of the situation.
I'm dealing with that nigga with music for a minute. I had to learn to just like leave that nigga be, let him do his own thing, you know? And look what turned out, you know?
Yeah, I'm still like really shaken up about it though, because that day, like I came back, and like I was really like off it, because remember I am a model, so this happens a lot in the industry.
You was fucking standing in the store for like a good hour or two hiding from the niggas. Like, you feel me? Like, that shit is
Word. I had to, when I left the house, he told me that he was going to follow me. So I had to run to the store with all of my stuff in my hands. And I had to stay in the store and wait until the coast was clear and someone had to come get me, because I was so scared.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Knowing that nigga, like, he ain't seem like that person. Like, anybody that was around me with him, like, that nigga know, like, they knew he was quiet. He was like some quiet nigga. So you always need to watch a nigga. You get what I'm saying? So after that nigga started bugging out, smoking that water dust shit, man. Like, fucking up studio sessions. I told that nigga,
he was
making shit up. You gonna fuck your life up, bro. Now look at you. Fucking about to die.
So now, like, I gotta let people know that, like, I'm okay, you know? Thankfully, I got out of the situation before it got worse, or, you know, I had one of those, like, scary experiences. And I am thankful for Oz to get me out. Thank you, Oz.
Yo, you already.
Yay.
There's good people somewhere in this world, you feel me?
Drew, you gotta get him beat up for it. I'm not gonna get him beat up, to be honest. Like, sorry, but that's not in me. You know, that happened like a month or two ago, and I haven't spoke about the situation. I was really scared, and I still am scared knowing that happened. So, but yeah, and then post it later just so everybody can see. As you guys can see, that's like the screenshot of like how crazy like the stuff that I really was dealing with at that time. Oh man, it's weird that I have to do this. I think it's because, like, I was almost a victim, and it's a little uneasy for me. What do you think he was going to do with the girl on the train? I don't know what he was going to do with the girl on the train. He's still underage too, right? I'm 20 years old. I turn 21 next month. But there still is a huge age gap. He's 47 years old. Um, yeah. So, I appreciate that after I post this, everybody will stop commenting on my damn page. Because they could probably copy and paste these guys because they dead ass make no sense. He's actually on drugs. He does waters, right? So I'm pretty sure that he was very high when he did that. I haven't spoken to him like after I had left the house. Like I completely blocked him from everything that I have. I did not speak to him in any way, and I just like moved on with my life. I don't know if y'all can really see the screenshot though, but I'm gonna post it after. Waters is basically I think it's Angel Dust, and yeah, he's really high. So, yep. This is not how I want it to be known on social media though. Like, because I am a model. I do have things. That's my ring light, by the way. I have great lighting doing this. I always have great lighting. Yeah, he is a dust head. Waters is PCB. I don't know what the fuck Waters were. Y'all were in a relationship. No, I was not inside of a relationship with him. He started to act crazy and tried to confess his love to me, and I told him that I never saw him in that way. I never felt that way for him, and I don't understand why he would think that would be okay in any way, shape, or form. But this is all that was happening behind the scenes. I didn't really feel the need to speak on it at that time, and I just like moved on with my life and pretend that it never happened. But now apparently I do have to speak about it. Yeah. Do I have any? I think I do have some other screenshots. If I have the whole conversation, right? So I'm gonna see if I can show you guys the rest of the conversation that happened between me and him. But how do you know him? Drew, who is this? That is a guy from the studio that I was staying with for a little bit, and he became really crazy. My ex-boyfriend at the time, well, yeah, my ex-boyfriend, he was working at his studio. He does own a in-home studio, and I had met him through when I went with my boyfriend to his studio, a session, and I started working with him for his social media branding and things like that, because I do photography, I do graphics, I do things like that for his own brand, and that's actually how we started to work together. Yes, the one with the kids. He does have kids. Like, a lot of these things are just really insane. This is another one of the screenshots from when I was over there trying to get my stuff. And like, he was really going insane, and I didn't really appreciate it. I did block him. This was all from the past. This is all from about January, I think. Like, this is not January. This is all from November, from when I was getting there. This is I feel like I need to talk to someone because I'm still like really shaken up about it. But I'm gonna make like a small post about this so everybody knows that like I'm not associated with him. Um, tell them what happened. I don't want to press charges against him. He didn't have a baby. He wasn't living with nobody there. What you do about him? Well, me and him broke up, and I ended up having to stay with some God for a little bit, and that's how that situation had happened. But I think I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna call you, okay?